This is a message to the American administration. I was wondering if you guys, or if the country's going to go through some major reform soon. I was wondering if there was something that could be done for the European expansion that's stranded in Canada. There's a lot of European expansion that's in Canada that wants to be productive. There's a lot of European expansion that built Canada. But unfortunately today, we don't want the jobs. We don't want to work those jobs. We don't want to be in those jobs, which is not true. We want to be productive and we want to work hard. We built, right? The Portuguese, Italian, Greeks, right? Built Southern Ontario, right? The Portuguese built Kitimat, right? Italians worked really hard in Winnipeg, right? Building these cities, and now we're being shown the door. I'm asking the American administration if it's possible that there could be some sort of a visa or something to apply if people choose so, that feel stuck in Canada, that are not being given the jobs because they're being given to foreigners after the roads have been built, after the electricity has been installed, after the buildings are built for them to live in and the homes for them to live in and their offices to go work at. We are not being given opportunities to be given jobs to work in those facilities that we, parents, grandparents, came here to build. So I'm asking the American administration to let them know that we are productive, we are hardworking, we're worth it, right? And it's been really hard for us. It's been really hard to try to move forward. I'm getting a lot, and I get this because I get a lot of messages from people from all over Canada that are they can't get hired. And then I ask, well, what's your nationality? Well, I'm Canadian, but I'm from Greece. I'm second generation or third generation Polish, or first, second generation Irish. First, like, people are it's basically 2007 all over again in Toronto. In 2007, if you were Portuguese, you had to hide to your employers that you were Portuguese or they'd fire you. You couldn't use a Portuguese name or last name on a resume because they won't call you, right? That was the same thing that, now what we're seeing is this broad blanketed effect across Canada where now Canadians don't want to work those jobs. Canadians don't want to work at the banks. Canadians don't want to work at airports. Canadians don't want to work for the city. Canadians don't want to work. So they're painting this brush as all, so they've been going full forward with this. And I'm asking the American administration if there's something or some sort of a visa that could be put together that we could show, okay, we have no criminal background check. Here's the criminal background check. Here's our physical. Here's our this. We do everything in a good order. And we could even do, if you want, like I did when I tried to move to America originally, we could even maybe do a petition to make sure we're not stealing an American's job. Because that's not what we want to do. We want to build. The European expansion wants to build America, wants to make it better, right? And and I know, and everyone watching this know, this morning I was watching this special on that Neil guy was saying you could thank doctors for living to 70 to 80s, to your 80s now without a problem. You could thank doctors. No, you thank the European expansion for bringing over sanitation. We live longer because of sanitation. Without sanitation, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I would have been dead 20 years ago. It's sanitation that saved lives, and sanitation that extended life expectancy, not the doctors. So I'm asking America, because we are productive. The European expansion is really productive. We just want to raise our families in peace. We just want, a lot of us are predominantly Catholics from the Portuguese and Italian side of things. And then the rest are pretty much Christian and then Orthodox. But that's all I'm asking for. Something to say, hey, here's my background, here's this, here's my where I'm from in Portugal or whatever they need to know. Here's my family ancestry. This is where we're from. And I could even give them all the projects my dad worked on in Ontario, building the country, and my uncles. I could give them all this background if they need it to prove that we're not a waste, that we're not. Because when they keep labeling Canadians don't want these jobs, it really hurts, or the European expansion doesn't want to work, or anyways. I just hope something could be resolved with this, because I don't know, like, I don't know what to say anymore. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hopefully this message could get out and help the European expansion aren't bad people. Anyways, Mike Martins here. I have spoken.